At least 15 liquor and convenience stores hit in recent days by a mob of armed robbers. We'll have a live report coming up.
Thieves aren't just targeting packages, but the people delivering them. Coming up, I'll tell you what companies are doing to ensure their drivers are safe.
We head to the North Pole to meet Latino Santa.
Feliz Navidad.
The old Salt Creek Golf Club in Chula Vista has been abandoned for more than 5 years. So what's going on with the property? We're looking into it.
For that certain someone who's hard to shop for and has everything, why not give a feathery feel-good experience they'll never forget?
CBS 8 News, live at 6, starts right now.
Armed robbers hit 2 more stores last night, bringing the total to more than 15 across San Diego County in recent weeks. Good evening, I'm Jesse Pagan. Marcella is off tonight.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. The gunmen are believed to be teens or young adults, robbing liquor stores, markets, and convenience stores. CBS 8's David Goffredson is live in La Mesa, where a store was hit last night just a little before 10. David.
That's right. We're live out here in front of Excalibur Liquor on Baltimore Street in La Mesa, and it's the same MO. Juveniles wearing masks, carrying guns, hitting at night. This is new surveillance video from a store in the North County showing multiple gunmen during a robbery on December 12th. The owner of the store did not want the location identified. The same gunmen are believed to be involved in a series of at least 15 robberies all over San Diego County. The video provided to CBS 8 by the Neighborhood Market Association. Arkan Somo is the group's CEO.
We will not tolerate anyone who's going to put our members and their family at risk, put our staff at risk, and most importantly, put our customers at risk.
On Wednesday night, 2 more stores were hit. Police say Trade Winds Liquor in Oak Park was robbed around 9:30 p.m. 5 suspects entered the store, 2 of them with handguns. They took cash from the register and liquor. The group was last seen running away from the scene. Just about 10 minutes later, 4 robbers believed to be in their late teens or early 20s entered the Excalibur liquor store on Baltimore Street in La Mesa. They're described as possibly mixed race, African American, and Hispanic. All of them were wearing masks, and police say they fled the scene in a gray 4-door sedan. San Diego police say 11 stores have been hit in recent weeks in their city.
We believe that these are possibly juveniles under the age of 18 committing these crimes, and there's guns involved. So you have that mix of a group of people committing armed robberies, several over the course of a short period of time.
The CEO of the Neighborhood Market Association says his group is now offering a reward for information in the case.
$10,000 for any information that's going to lead to the arrest and the conviction of these criminals.
Now, I'm told police did get fingerprints off the cash register at this liquor store in La Mesa. If you have any information to give police, you can remain anonymous and still be eligible for reward money by calling San Diego Crime Stoppers.
All right, David, thank you. We now know the name of the Marine who died in a training incident at Camp Pendleton this week. Marine Corps officials say Sergeant Matthew Bilski died when an amphibious combat vehicle rolled over. He was from Michigan, joined the Marine Corps in 2019, and had 2 Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medals. 14 other Marines were hurt in the crash. 1 is in the hospital in good condition. The rest have been released. Officials are still investigating.
A San Diego Navy officer imprisoned in Japan is on his way home. Lieutenant Ridge Alconis was jailed there for a deadly car crash that killed 2 Japanese citizens in 2021.
Alconis says he suffered from acute mountain sickness as he was driving with his family, and it caused him to lose consciousness. The court rejected the argument and denied his appeal last year. His parents have held several rallies in San Diego demanding his release. He's now being returned to the United States, but it's unclear if he'll be free or if he'll have to serve more time in prison.
A judge says he'll have a decision next week on whether to stop an upcoming rodeo planned at Petco Park.
We were expecting a decision today, with the event 4 weeks away. 2 animal rights groups are arguing the rodeo violates city code, which prohibits non-service animals inside Petco Park. But the Padres attorney says it's the public that cannot bring non-service animals to the park, and that the guidance isn't related to events put on at the venue.
I would point the court to provision L which also prohibits throwing any solid object, including footballs and baseballs. So if the court were to read the statute the way that the plaintiffs are advocating for, that would mean that the Padres could not even hold baseball games at Petco Park.
Today's hearing went on for about 2 hours, and the judge decided to give the defense more time to respond.
A project with the Bridge to Home program broke ground in San Ysidro today. The program was first announced by San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria nearly a year and a half ago with the goal of bringing more affordable homes to the city. This new development will bring 100 units for people making up to 60% of the area's median income. 15 of the units will be reserved for those experiencing homelessness or at risk of becoming homeless. The project is expected to be finished by the summer of 2025. As more and more packages arrive on your doorstep this holiday season, there's a growing concern for the people who deliver them.
CBS 8's Shannon Handy has details on the crimes against drivers and how companies are asking them and customers to be ready.
Deliveries happen around the clock. Oftentimes, drivers will show up at your door in the middle of the night. And sometimes criminals take advantage of that, which is why companies are taking steps to ensure their drivers are safe.
Just 2 weeks ago, a Ring camera captured the robbery of a FedEx driver in Chula Vista. You can see the suspects pull up beside the truck in a blue BMW. They get out, then point what appears to be a weapon at the driver before grabbing several packages and taking off.
Over the last few years, there has been a shift in criminal activity.
Patricia Mendoza is a postal inspector with the United States Postal Inspection Service. It's her job to investigate crimes against postal workers. While she can't speak for FedEx, she says crimes like these are taken seriously, especially if it involves a USPS employee.
It is a federal crime because it is involving the U.S. mail.
Mendoza could not provide specifics, but says there is training in place designed to protect USPS workers. There's also steps customers can take to ensure their safety. For starters, if you see a vehicle following a mail or delivery truck or witness a crime, report it by calling 911 or the United States Postal Inspection Service directly.
So many people have Ring cameras or have cameras in the area. They do capture something to contact us as well.
Another tip to ensure driver safety, leave your lights on to help those delivering in the dark.
And when you work at night, it can be hard to see what's happening around you.
Amazon has an ad running called Light a Path for Deliveries.
Thank you.
And thank you for keeping the lights on.
No worries.
Regarding driver safety, an Amazon spokesperson tells CBS 8 in part, we proactively communicate that drivers should never make a delivery if they feel unsafe, but if an incident occurs or we receive a report of a driver feeling unsafe, we evaluate the incident and take action to help prevent it from happening again. The spokesperson explained Amazon has a 24/7 safety helpline drivers can access. They also receive de-escalation and safety training and a reminder to lock their vehicles and take their keys with them while making a delivery.
And as always, thieves are also targeting packages on your doorstep. So to keep them safe, know when they're getting delivered so you can get them inside as soon as possible or arrange for an alternate delivery location. For CBS 8, I'm Shannon Handy.
Thank you, Shannon. Pedicabs are no longer allowed in certain parts of San Diego. Today, Harbor Police began to enforce a new ordinance that bans motorized transportation along waterfront walkways. That means people cannot ride motorized pedicabs, e-bikes, and e-scooters on piers, sidewalks, and in plazas. Pedal-only pedicabs will still be allowed on limited stretches of the Embarcadero.
We're looking at the Capitol right now, where Republican lawmakers say they're going to investigate President Joe Biden. They voted yesterday to authorize an impeachment inquiry.
The president is calling it a baseless political stunt. Natalie Brand is on Capitol Hill with what it could mean for the 2024 presidential election.
House members leave for the holidays today, but Republicans say they'll return in the new year with new powers to investigate President Joe Biden.
The resolution is adopted.
House members voted along party lines Wednesday to formally authorize the GOP-led impeachment inquiry.
I think that sent a message loud and clear to the White House. We expect you to comply with our information requests and our subpoenas.
Republicans say the resolution gives them more subpoena power in their investigation into the Biden's foreign business dealings. The White House and Democratic lawmakers say the year-long investigation has not turned up any evidence of wrongdoing by the president.
The do-nothing Republican Congress has visited upon the American people chaos.
Hunter Biden refused to testify behind closed doors Wednesday, but gave a statement and offered to testify publicly.
Republicans do not want an open process where Americans can see their tactics.
The vote this week puts members on the record on this issue heading into a major election year when all 435 seats in the House and President Biden are on the ballot.
What we're seeing right now is the politics of vengeance.
Todd Belt is a professor of political management at the George Washington University.
I think the next thing we're going to see is documents and people being subpoenaed and maybe perhaps even some people being held in contempt. And there's going to be a lot of muddying the waters if they don't find any sort of smoking guns.
With razor-thin margins in the House, both parties believe the inquiry could benefit them politically next year. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Former Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy gave his farewell address to Congress today. In his remarks, McCarthy told colleagues they should not fear losing their jobs if their philosophy brings people more freedom.
I knew the day we decided to make sure to choose to pay our troops while war was breaking out instead of shutting down was the right decision.
McCarthy was ousted from his role as Speaker in October after passing a temporary funding bill to keep the government up and running. His resignation is set to take effect at the end of the year.
Still ahead, local students are learning about the culture of historically black colleges and universities.
And trains were stopped in their tracks in a major U.S. city today. We'll tell you why.
The spirit of Christmas is resonating in the South Bay. I'm Abby Black. We head to the North Pole to meet Latino Santa.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. Yeah, we are just a week away from Christmas. It was a beautiful day in San Diego. It doesn't really feel like the holidays, but changes are in store. It is going to feel just like Christmas by the time that big guy arrives at your house. We're going to stay warm and dry through Saturday. Changes are coming on Sunday, and even wet weather is expected next week. I'll have that forecast for you coming up after the break.